Hello, and this is kind of a special report because in all honesty we had done this interview with Mr. Raffi, owner and I would say depository of Bovet, much prior to this year's GPHG ceremony, but we had not used it. So after their much deserved award for Best of the Best with the Grand Récital R22 Tourbillon Perpetual Calendar received in early November, well, I thought that for this festive moment it was totally appropriate to come back on the three members of this Recital line, because all three are just amazing timepieces and we have some pretty sexy shots of these works of art. The brand had presented each model to the Grand Prix over the last 3 years, but it's only after this third participation that they received the Aiguille d'Or, proving that perseverance pays, and I like this. So listen to what these three timepieces represent for Mr. Raffi.
I truly have the impression that I'm looking to my three children. What we did has always been, since the year 2001, a will to pay tribute and respect to this house, which has been the first house in the Val de Travers to implement true watchmaking. And at that time, the House of Bovet had 174 artisans. And each of these timepieces have a full story, from the Shooting Star, the Astéryum, the Grand Récital. And I displayed the three timepieces this way because in 2019 and 2020, the two next chapters are under prototyping now. They will be also very logical, sustained in all this collection. I see, of course, all what it took to be able all together to offer to our collectors, to serve their emotion. It took 10 years. And when you put these 10 years in perspective of a watchmaking iconic house like the House of Bovet of nearly 200 years, it is nothing by the same time. But it's true that to be able to align these three master timepieces together, it is mandatory to be able, in your proper words, to have all the artisans, because it facilitates. It makes what was impossible becoming possible. Passion is every day there, even though with all the concerns. And even though with that modern shape of the case, you're able to display in each of these master timepieces decorative arts in that manner, with that deep sense of detail, only pride has come to you. It's good to have ideas, but you're only one hand. With the 104 artisans, you can do these timepieces. Without them, it is purely impossible. When we look to the pocket timepieces of Bovet, they were enameled, set with pearls, with beautifully engraved movements. Edouard Bovet has been the first gentleman to do the open casebacks, to display that art of artisans. It's exactly what we do today. With one major thing I always repeat: a timepiece of Bovet has to be even more beautiful on its backside than on its front side. You need globalization, but you need to defend tradition, values, without selling your soul. Our collectors are delighted to discover this. And it's not an effort for us. It is our education. You transmit in your timepieces the values of your proper life, where quantity is not the essence. Quality, detail, substance are everything.
Before saying goodbye, I just wanted to add that I'm personally really impressed by the quality of their timepieces. Slightly out of my league, like quite a lot of things we had the chance to see and share with you guys, but they really push the notion of excellence to the very limit. And this is what I really appreciate and respect. Something seen also with some other of these independent brands that follow their heart and vision more than the balance sheet. Okay, it may sound a little bit cheesy, but very true nevertheless. And yes, these are still businesses that need to be run as such, but you can really feel that there is something different inspiring them. So hope you enjoyed this. All the very best, and Viva Watchmaking!